knew for a factor to do it? I'd say yes, but I'd probably be lying to myself. I've been trying this for many years, and it was the first time I made proper money. I made little bits here and there, like £100 or £200 or whatever. I'd never made 4 digits until January, and that was a very good blessing. But then on the downside of that, there's seasons where you're not going to get paid. Summer's just been, and a lot of people don't work during the summer when you're working with middle class businesses. You're not working with the high end of the multiple employees, but you're not working with new founders. You're not working with people that can't afford your services. You're working with the middle. And summer was the quietest I've had this year because a lot of people don't work during summer. They want to spend time with their family, they want to do holidays. And if they're not working, that means I'm not working. That means I'm not getting paid as much as I should be. So because of that, summer was really bad. Now that teaches me for next year to either get higher clients who work all year round, or to always make sure I have a rainy pot thing in case anything happens. That way I've got the best of both worlds and I'm prepared for a season like that. But then I'm also worried now about Christmas, that's in 2 months, so I need to try and get paid as much as I can before then. So I've got this month, next month, and the start of December to try and get some more clients and try and get money like that. So that's the good thing and the bad thing. You limit the beliefs, but you also need to make sure that you're working with people who work all year round. And if you're not, you need to make sure you have the savings there for that season. Next is time freedom. I'm able to work whenever I want, however long I want. Some of you may think, oh, that's a blessing, you don't need to do the typical 9 to 5, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do ridiculous night shift hours. You're right, I don't. And I can work wherever I want. I can go on holiday and I can work wherever I want to, which I should be and I will be. But if that is another issue, when you have time freedom, a lot of people will become lazy. A lot of people think, oh, I'll do 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. And a lot of people will tell you to only work 1 to 4 hours. But then you should be spending the rest of that time improving yourself so that your 1 to 4 hours tomorrow are better than the 1 to 4 hours today. You can't see it, but I've got 35 money books at the minute. I'm reading, constantly reading to improve my mind, to do what I can. Going to the gym. Unfortunately, I haven't been for 2 weeks, so I look a bit skinnier than usual, which is a bit annoying. That's because I've been on holiday and there's been no gym on the holiday, so I'll go to the gym after this to get myself back to hench shape, as you know. Which is another good thing. Since quitting job, I've gained 20 kilos. For years when I was working jobs, I couldn't gain weight. But since coming back, it's been having the freedom to work how I want, when I want, and gym when I want. I've seen a lot more progress because I've been a lot more consistent. Again, time freedom. Even though I'd have to work when I want to, it doesn't mean I don't have to work every day. Doesn't mean I don't need to learn stuff. Doesn't mean don't need to try, need to improve things, and need to do whatever I can to continue to work, to continue to make money. If anything, it's harder because I'm still on the risk of no guaranteed income. A client to leave me tomorrow and I could have nothing. So that means I need to continually work as well, even though I have the time freedom. And a lot of people might say location freedom, but really you don't unlock location freedom until you're earning at least 10 grand or so a month, because you still have your expenses to pay and holidays aren't cheap at the minute. Another good thing though is I have the ability to make a workforce which is good for me. I've changed my office, as you can see. I've now made it white and black. I've been able to upgrade my setup to make it easier. The last 10 months I've just been working from a laptop and a little camera. I got lights for Christmas, so I've got the LED lights, I've got my microphone. Now I've got 2 monitors here as well. I've got a better desk. My room isn't dirty as it has been. If you go back to the videos, it was blue, it was horrible, it was like a bedroom. Now I'm able to turn my office into how I want and make it more productive for me and the way that I want it to be. And that's because I realised that the office is where I need to be most of the time. Okay, I need to be in the office every day for however many hours a day. Okay, because I want to be, not because I have to be, because I want to be. And if I want to be in a place like that and I want to put myself in this office every day, I need to make the office something I want it to be. Obviously, when I was a blue bedroom something, I never wanted to be in here. It looked shit. I hate doing videos because I had to move everything around. I had to move stuff out of the way, do that at the camera, do whatever. At the minute, I like this office. I like it. So I'm going to spend more hours in here. I've got my books there instead of in my bedroom now. So I read in here before I work. I've got my journals, my gratitude journals, everything like that. I've got a 6-minute diary and it just tells me, obviously I can fill it in with what I'm grateful for, how I make today great, and my positive affirmations. I then have another one in there as well for my daily prayers and everything like that. So before I even turn on the camera or do any work, I come in, I fill in the journals, I'll read my daily stoic book. That's like every day for the year. There is a certain page to read, and then I'll read a few pages of my other book. Then I can sit down here, turn the camera on, do some work, do some videos, come down here on my laptop, which is down here, do some adverb stuff. I've got this monitor with all my clients, text bubbles. If anyone messages me, I'll see that straight away. And I'm very happy with the setup at the minute, which is allowing me to work more efficiently and better instead of having to work from one little laptop, constantly changing my tabs, constantly lagging, having to upload, edit, message, everything. Completely blessed. But the issue with that is it only stays here, so I'm in Manchester from tomorrow for a week. So that means for another week I've got to work just from my laptop. Which is good because location freedom. Even though, I don't have the freedom to go on holiday all the time and work on holidays all year, every year. I have the ability to travel up north when I need to, travel abroad when I need to, but still be able to work, which is another pro. A con, let's see, what's a con other than money? Stress. You're always going to be stressed, It's not like a job where you can clock in, clock out, only have to work for a few hours every day. I'm constantly thinking, what can I do tomorrow? Fuck, I need to make more money. I need to do this. I need to do that. When I'm chilling with my girlfriend, with family, when I'm laying in bed at night, constantly thinking, right, tomorrow I need to do this to do this. Tomorrow I need to make more money. So that means I need to do more outreach. That means I need to improve my messages. That means I need to do this and this. And it's constantly running. It feels like I don't relax. My brain isn't relaxed. So when you're an entrepreneur and you're running a business, you need to be able to handle stress. You need to be able to know what you're doing. Of course, when I'm chilling with family and my girlfriend, I don't let them know that I'm thinking about that. I try to be in the moment. I'm with them, so I try to shut it off. But on this side of my brain, it's always going. And that's something you don't get used to. When you work a 9 to 5 or another job, you can just wake up, go to work, come home, switch it off. Alright, I can go game, I can go gym, I can go do whatever, I can read, I can do that. It's easier because you have the safety net, you guarantee that income. When you're not, you're constantly thinking, how do I make more money? What do I improve? How do I do this? How do I do that? What videos can I make? What thumbnails do I make? How to do this? I need to make more YouTube videos. I need to be more consistent. Now that I have a setup, I should be able to because I have a camera here, I have 2 lights here, and I've got a Yeti microphone here. I have no reason to not make these fucking videos. So we're going to make them. But yes, that's another downside if you don't like stress. I don't really get stressed that much of anything, so for me it doesn't bother me when I'm working. But a lot of people would say that it's stress, and a lot of people would get annoyed with that. What else have we got? What other pros and cons can I give you fuckers? The main thing to remember is obviously when you're doing this stuff, you need to hustle, you need to grind, and you always need to be executing. You can't always think, I need to do this, you need to think, oh, I'm going to do this, you need to think. Don't think, just do. Action. The amount of times people say, oh yeah, I really want to do this, but then they don't do anything about it, are the people that are still in step 1, they're not doing anything. The people that are still executing all the time, every time, like that, there you go, are the people that are doing it. Obviously, if I We're still in January. If I had done no work since January, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna make a business, but I don't know how, or can't be asked to do this. I still would have made no money. I still would have no limited beliefs. I'd still have everything against me. I would probably be 10 times broker, and I would probably be working the job again now. So you always need to be working, you always need to execute, and you always need to think and do. You can't just think, you can't just do, you need to think and do. You need to think how can I improve, and then execute it. You need to think what will make this better, execute it. You need to think of what emails you're going to write, then you need to write them and send them. Don't do one without the other. Don't read all these books, learn all this stuff, and then not put them into work. Another thing, invest in yourself, invest in courses, invest in mentors, invest in people who are in a position where you want to be, learn from them, and then get to where they are, and then look for a new mentor, and then look for everything like that. You're never going to get anywhere if you're not learning from people who have already achieved what you want to achieve. All you people that go to university and study business, I guarantee your business teacher has never run a business in his fucking life, and he has no idea how to run a business, and you're sitting there wondering why your skills aren't going well in your business. It's because he don't know fuck all, you don't know fuck all, and you need to go to an actual businessman, an actual person like Sam Ovens, or something like that, that will actually teach you how to do things. Don't learn from people who haven't done what you want to do, but as well, don't listen to people who haven't done what you want to do. So many people on this path are going to tell you, oh, you don't want to do that, or why are you doing this? So many people are going to doubt you, some people are going to tell you to stop. And if they haven't done what you want to do, they haven't achieved in life or what you want to achieve, don't listen to them. Because there is no need to listen to someone who hasn't done what you want to do. You need to be smart, you need to be educated, you need to listen to the right people, not the wrong people. You need to learn from the people who are worth learning from and not listen to the people who are deadbeats and have done nothing in their life. They might have been your friends all their life, but they've probably done fuck all with their life, so there is no point listening to them when you have no need to. That's enough for me for today. I am going to go gym and I'm going to fucking smash some weights. I am going to hit a new PB on bench because I want to, even though I haven't trained for 2 weeks. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm going to go and incline. I'm going to hit a nice, nasty chest day. Followed by arms and triceps because I feel like I'm getting smaller. I need to find out what the gym is in Manchester because I'm in Manchester for a week. They definitely have gyms, so I'm definitely going to be working out there. Because I am going to be consistent, I am going to be better than you, and if you want to do it on my level, you want to surpass me, working out once a week ain't going to fucking do it. Videos once a week ain't going to do it, working once a week ain't going to do it, working even less than that is definitely not going to do it. So if you want to be better, you want to improve, you want to get on the self-improvement shit, you want to run a fucking business, you want to do everything in your life to be the person you want to be, do the fucking work. Hustle, grind, execute, motherfucker. Do it. Peace out.